Hello everybody, I'm GWReborn, and today I have a quick video to show you guys a generic build that you can use for any profession, even the Ellie Mesmer monk roles. I'm using a monk because it has the lowest armor, which is 60. A lot of people would know this build already, so if you already experienced in Guild Wars, just go ahead and disregard this video. So I'll go ahead and do some discussion on it while I'm running. In general, I'd like to say that this is a reference and a guide and not the most optimal route for this type of running schematic build that I have, but this is a very beneficial build you can use with running anywhere in Guild Wars when it comes to running between outposts as well as just getting from place to place as you need. And you could even run people with it. But keep in mind that the most optimal professions for running are going to be a dervish, then a assassin or ranger, or a warrior for old school. So as you see, I'm doing the challenging run that's old school, known as Drockner's Forge run. I'm not going to run the whole thing in this video. I'm just having a little commentary discussing it as I'm doing part of it. So what we're going to go ahead and first start off with is what kind of gear you're going to need. You're going to want to have all blessed Insignias. The reason for it is you need that 10 armor while enchanted, and you're going to do that times 5 for all of your armor pieces. Also, you're going to want to have a 20% enchanted staff. It doesn't really matter anything else, just plus 15 energy, 20% enchantment. That way you can manage your shadow form. So the skills that I'm using, if you notice, is literally just going to be Deadly Paradox followed by shadow form to maintain shadow form. It is a little annoying because of energy, and there's going to be times where you can't manage it because of energy struggles, so it's going to be nice to have a cupcake if you can for some of the runs, depending on what area you're at. But in general, the rule for how it works, it's going to be pretty self-explanatory. And it's really not that hard once you get used to it. So you have Deadly Paradox, Shadow Form. Shadow Form is going to maintain for enchantments. The reason you use Shadow Form is so you can't get casted on spells, and you have damage reduction. You're also going to use Dark Escape because you want damage reduction. Again, you take half damage from that. I am unstoppable as you see me using. It's pretty critical for taking less damage as well for giving you a knockdown, anti-knockdown. And then I added dash Dwarven Stability in there for extra support for basically making your stances last longer. Now these two are variations you can prefer. Some use Shroud over Death Charge or Haas, Heart of Shadow, but I'm going to use those in my build. You can alter them as you wish. But you've already seen that I'm pretty much been running through the Drox run as a monk with low armor. The concept's the same. It's just not going to be as optimal as I mentioned with the Dervish, Ranger, Warrior, Assassin because of less armor, as well as you don't have the speed boost that a Dervish offers with another build. But that was the goal for this video, was to show you guys a couple of minute discussion on running for any profession and how you can do it. You don't need to pay somebody to be a runner when you can do it yourself. The only downfall of that is if you don't know where you're running. If an area is blurry, you're not going to have a clue for where you're going, so it's going to be better for you to pay somebody to run if you don't have experience. But in general, you can run yourself anywhere you go in Guild Wars with the skills, which I am showing you here will work. I've done it on my monk in a lot of areas, and even on my Ellie, Mesmer, Necro, etc., and it works just fine. So I appreciate that. I'll leave it at that. Any questions y'all got, feel free to ask. And this is Reborn out. Until next time, guys.